Right now at 5, the deal President Biden hopes to push through to avoid a disastrous default for the U.S. government.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and Memorial Day to you all. Thank you for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Dua Esrar. Now that the White House and House Republican leadership have reached a compromise to raise the debt ceiling and avoid a default, the big question now is whether there are enough votes for the bipartisan bill to pass. Natalie Brand has the latest from Capitol Hill.
With a debt ceiling deal in place, the next hurdle for House Speaker Kevin McCarthy remains shoring up support.
It's not 100% what everybody wants, but when you look, the country is going to be stronger.
President Biden expressed confidence it will reach his desk.
I feel very good about it. I've spoken to a number of the members.
The bill would lift the debt ceiling for the next 2 years. It would keep non-defense spending at roughly the same levels through 2024, but would prevent cuts to Social Security and Medicare, as well as the military and veterans programs. It also claws back some new funding for the IRS, as well as unspent money from COVID relief funds. It would loosen some environmental rules for new energy projects and would temporarily add work requirements for some receiving social safety net programs, including food stamps.
Terrible policy. Absolutely terrible.
While some progressive Democrats and conservative Republicans are already pushing back against the bill, party leaders are sounding hopeful enough members will vote in favor.
A bipartisan resolution was the only way forward.
The first test will be a Rules Committee hearing in the House Tuesday. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
If it gets through the Rules Committee, a full House vote is expected on Wednesday. Lawmakers have until June 5 deadline to pass legislation. That's when the Treasury says the U.S. would risk a debt default. And we're going to take a quick break and head over to weather. Eric, it's pretty sunny outside, and I'm enjoying it.
Gorgeous. I'll tell you what, you couldn't have asked for a better Memorial Day weekend, but
Absolutely.
We do have rain chances in the forecast, much needed. We're over 2 inches below normal for the month, so we could use a good soaking, and that is in the forecast. Good evening, everybody. Take a look at the temperatures out there. We're sitting at 84 degrees right now in La Crosse. It's 83 here at the TV station. Humidity, it's low. It's at 19%. With winds out of the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour. In Eau Claire, you're at 83 degrees. It feels like 81 out there with winds out of the south-southeast at 11 miles per hour. You're seeing a gust as high as 22 miles per hour. And right now, we're in the 70s and 80s from top to bottom, upper 70s towards Sparta as well as Viroqua, mid-80s towards Boscobel. Prairie du Chien, you're at 83. Ladysmith, good evening to you guys. You're at 77 degrees. On the radar scan, a clean sweep across the Coulee region, but a different story just off towards the west, over towards the cities where we have line of thunderstorms that's going to push its way through. Now for the evening and overnight hours, we'll see clear skies. We'll see a temperature of 76 by the 8 o'clock hour. We'll do 10 cooler by midnight, then upper 50s, low 60s by 6 a.m. Now Dua, coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk about temperatures going into the upper 80s, low 90s. We have rain and thunderstorm chances as well. So a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, no ugly. That's
what I like to hear. As long as there's no ugly. Thanks,
right.
Eric. We'll check in with you later. Well, today the nation pauses to remember the brave Americans who gave their lives defending our freedom. Astrid Martinez reports from New York.
In all 50 states and the nation's capital, America is honoring those who made the ultimate sacrifice this Memorial Day.
It's not about barbecues. You know, it's about the men and women who fought really hard for our country.
President Biden laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery.
Today, it's on all of us, to ensure that sacrifice was not in vain.
A crowd gathered aboard the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum in New York to honor the fallen. Navy veteran Dennis Higgins was 21 years old when he served his country in Vietnam.
Those that passed deserve a prayer.
Ralph Slane was a crew member on the Intrepid.
We lost crew members that were buried at sea, so there's a special reverence that you feel when you board the ship.
Keeping the Intrepid company this week are active ships docked along the New York City west side for Fleet Week, showing visitors what service looks like.
I hope that she sees that, these are the people who keep us safe.
And a long-awaited homecoming befitting a fallen hero. The remains of a Georgia soldier lost in the Korean War and later identified through DNA were finally laid to rest.
Thank you for your service.
Even decades later, a nation never forgets. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
To honor veterans and those who have lost their lives to protect the country, the city of La Crosse held their annual Memorial Day parade. Veterans and community members marched together from downtown La Crosse to Losey Memorial. One veteran says that being able to march in the parade is an honor and is something that has a special place in his heart since he was young.
Now, it honors those that, even some of my personal friends that died in combat, and we get to recognize their families and their sacrifices as well.
Knutson said it was great to see the community come out to support their veterans and those who weren't able to come home. The city of Onalaska also held their own Memorial Day parade. The parade began at American Legion Post 336, where veterans and the community marched their way to Onalaska Cemetery Veterans Memorial. Among the participants were the Onalaska Hilltoppers Marching Band, who performed music during the parade, and the La Crosse Composite Squadron Civil Air Patrol. On leader of American Legion Post 336 says that Memorial Day is a special day for him and his family.
My dad was in World War II, and for me, it's carrying a legacy that I think is important.
American Legion Post 336 says that La Crosse County has one of the highest percentage of veterans in the state, and that it's important to recognize each and every one of those veterans. Today, the family and friends of a fallen soldier from Onalaska are remembering and celebrating his service.
Going to a service academy and being in the service was his idea. We didn't push it at all, and it made us very proud.
The West Point Military Academy uniform of Nick Dewhurst was unveiled in a custom-built display at the Onalaska American Legion. Dewhurst served for just over 2 years after graduating from West Point until he was killed in Afghanistan in 2008. His uniform, a photo, and a military bio of Dewhurst's medal and badges are now on display, thanks to members of the Legion and the community members who helped design and build the case from locally harvested wood.
The community here has been very, very supportive of us and our loss. I can't even describe how much the whole community has done for us. Our friends and family all gather around and we talk about him and laugh about him, and it helps.
The memorial hangs in the main hallway of the American Legion. It's the 10th Memorial Day that fitness fans all over the country took part in the Murph Challenge. In La Crosse, CrossFit members took that challenge doing a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and another mile run. The challenge is in honor of Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy, a Navy SEAL who gave his life in Afghanistan to make sure another member of his team could get to safety. A coach at CrossFit La Crosse says going through the grind of the challenge can make their community stronger.
It's a sense of community. It's a sense of remembering those that have gone before us, that we get to actually enjoy a lot of the freedoms we have today because of the sacrifice of others.
Mueller says roughly 60 to 70 people came through to complete the challenge today, starting bright and early at 6 this morning. Well, just ahead, the heroic story of one father and the message he has for parents about pool safety this summer. We'll be back right after this.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
It's Hy-Vee's one-day sale. One day only this Tuesday. Fresh Hy-Vee chicken drumsticks, just 88 cents a pound. Fresh Express Select Iceberg Salad, just 99 cents. A 2-entree Hy-Vee Chinese meal, just $7. 6-pack Coke products, just $2.99. Hy-Vee yogurt, 3 for just $1. And It's Your Turn ice cream, only $2.98. Don't miss the one-day sale. One day only this Tuesday at Hy-Vee.
the GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Step up to GMC with 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra light-duty models.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you fit a master's degree in business into your busy day. Your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. Achieve your goals with a plan and team behind you. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
So many hotels.
Trouble booking the family vacay? Come on. Comfort does free hot breakfast for the whole fam. They have waffles. And splendid pools. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by
Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The unofficial start of summer comes with warm weather and trips to the pool. But unfortunately, it can also bring some real dangers for children. Carter Evans spoke with a father who has an important warning for all parents.
It happened in a matter of seconds. Security video shows 1.5-year-old Cole Petit squirming out of his life preserver. He then walks over to the family pool and slips beneath the surface.
He went right to the bottom. Just like a bag of bricks, just straight down to the bottom.
Cole's dad, Zach Petit, was just feet away putting sunblock on his daughter. He makes a dive for his son and rescues him from the water.
I think that I acted in any way that any normal parent would have reacted. The difference is you were here to react. Exactly. Exactly.
As a firefighter, Petit's responded to drownings before, so at home he has a pool fence and motion detectors.
If I had gone inside, hey, I'm going to go grab something to drink real quick, I'm going to go use the restroom, that small amount of time could have been the difference between, us planning a funeral or not.
An estimated 4,000 deaths are caused by unintentional drowning in the U.S. every year. It's one of the leading killers of children ages 1 to 4, with most of those drownings in home swimming pools. For families using public pools, the American Lifeguard Association says half of the nation's 309,000 public pools will be forced to close or reduce hours due to a shortage of lifeguards.
They're not going to have a place to go, and they're going to start seeking out lakes, ponds, levees, waterway, canals. There's no lifeguard there, and we're going to see more drownings as a result of that.
Petit and the Hemet Fire Department posted this video, hoping to educate parents about water safety.
I think if it ends up making one parent pay just a little bit more attention and it saves one kid from drowning, and then our message was successful.
In addition to fences and alarms, lifeguards say you should designate someone specifically to watch kids whenever they're around a pool, and it's always a good idea to get trained in CPR just in case. Well, coming up, applying sunscreen this summer is crucial to protecting your skin, but many health experts say you might be doing it wrong. Their advice is next.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Dean. Here's a look at your forecast for tonight. We'll see temperatures dropping into the upper 50s to low 60s, and we're going to keep the precip chances out of the forecast. But as we go into the remainder of the week, rain chances are in the forecast, and I'm not going to roll a rumble thunder or two, and the return of the 90s. We'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
It's Home's Memorial Day sale with a large selection of in-stock furniture on sale up to 30% off. Plus, get no money down, no minimum purchase, 6-year special financing, and free shipping. The Memorial Day sale ends Monday at Home Furniture.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day. All day, every day. Put it in the extra
extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is a place to discover, a place to explore, a place to slow down. Summer in Prairie du Chien is a place for fun and a place to gather. Whether it's on the Mississippi River, at a historic site, or a great event, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is a place for it all. Visit us and learn more at prairieduchien.org.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Get 11% off your outdoor project at Menards. UltraDeck low maintenance decking is built to last. Spend more time with family and friends, or simply soak up some sun with UltraDeck Fusion 2.0 composite decking. It's $259 per lineal foot after rebate. Check out our selection of concrete landscape blocks, from no-cut block projects to retaining walls to edgers and patios. We have the block for you. 16 by 16 patio blocks are $299 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
During Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale, get up to 30% off regular prices on the largest selection of outdoor furnishings, like this 4-piece wicker patio set for just $11.99, and get 6-year special financing at Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, as you spend more time outside, don't forget to protect your skin from the sun. Sunscreen is a great tool to do that, but health experts say many people may not apply it the correct way. Mandy Gaither has more on common sunscreen mistakes and how to fix them.
It's that time of year again when many are out enjoying the warmer weather, but protecting your skin is critical.
Sunscreen is the most common and one of the easiest ways to do it. We just have to remember to use our sunscreens.
Dermatologist Susan Masick with the Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center says sunscreen mistakes are often made when applying it.
They assume they can just apply it when they're already at their activity or they're already at the pool or the beach, but you actually have to apply it about 10 to 15 minutes beforehand. You also have to remember to reapply every 2 to 3 hours.
If you're swimming or sweating, you'll need to reapply even more often. Masick says mineral sunblock may be easier on sensitive skin, but the best kind of sunscreen is the one you'll actually use.
We want to make sure that we're using the type that is both UVA and UVB protective, so it's broad spectrum protection.
Masick says another mistake is not using enough sunscreen. She says you can never put on too much.
We tend to quantify by 2 ping pong balls worth of a sunscreen and apply it all over. You want to make sure that you apply to all the areas that are exposed, whether it's your face, your ears, hands, feet.
And don't forget, sunscreens expire. Masick says to replace them every year.
Masick says sun protection isn't limited to just sunscreen. You can also protect your skin through things like hats, rash guards, long sleeves, and other clothing. And speaking of sunscreen, we're going to need quite a bit coming up later, but first...
We got some rain chances to get through first. Much needed at that.
Okay.
We really need it. We're starting to get into that little dry spell now. And that's also going to help out with some of the allergies and the pollen and stuff going on.
So glad to hear that.
Yeah,
matter
of fact, take a look at this. This is the latest allergy forecast. We'll go ahead and call up the graphics full screen. You can see exactly what's going on in terms of the grass, the pine, and the trees on the medium end for tomorrow going into Wednesday. And this is going to continue until it rains. And the good news is we have rain chances in the forecast starting tomorrow, really ramping up into the middle to late part of the week, and then going into the weekend, into the first part of next week. Now, here's the stats for the month. Right now, we're sitting at 1.75 inches, so 1 3/4 of an inch of rain. We're just over 2 1/4 inches below normal or I should say above 2.26 to be exact, below normal for the entire month. So we really need a good soaking at this time, and the good news is, here's Sky Tracker, that regional view. You can see the rain chances starting to pick up for Tuesday afternoon, going into Wednesday afternoon, and then going into your Thursday afternoon. Now the setup is, we'll start the day off with partly to mostly sunny skies, and then the rain chances will pick up in the afternoon and evening hours, then they last into the overnight hours, only to dwindle down yet again. Right now we're at 84 degrees in La Crosse. That's our high for today. It feels like 81. Humidity, it's low. It's at 19% with winds out of the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour. River level just below 9 feet, 8.94. Eau Claire, you're sitting at 83 degrees. Humidity is sitting at 23%. You have a little bit of a wind gust out there. Wind gust as high as 22 miles per hour. So we made it to 84 today. So right now we're sitting at 18 days above normal, 9 days below normal, and 1 day right there, the 20th, where we were right on par in terms of the average temperature. Now let's go ahead and take a look here at the satellite radar. You see a low pressure system pushing its way into portions of the southern part of the New England states towards Virginia, over towards the Carolinas. High pressure is still in control, and we're on the back end of it, but all this moisture that's pushing its way into portions of Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, into the extreme western part of the Nebraska area towards the Panhandle, some of that's going to push its way into the area as we go into the next several days. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 50s from top to bottom will greet you. We'll see a mild evening across the area. Highs tomorrow. How about temperatures staying in the mid to upper 80s, even 90s? I'm going with 90 in La Crosse, 88 in New Albany, 87 Lansing, 88 in Prairie du Chien. Sky Tracker for the next several hours. We're going to stay mostly clear. We'll start the day off with mostly sunny skies for your Tuesday, and then the precip chances will pick up again Tuesday night. You can see right there going into your Wednesday morning. So the first warn forecast for tonight, mostly clear skies with a nice light wind with winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The next 8 days keeps us in the upper 80s, low 90s with thunderstorm chances till we get to next week, where we go to 83 degrees on Tuesday, but again, keeping that shower chance in the forecast. We really need that rain. We don't really need the thunderstorm activity, but at this point, we're sitting at just over 2 1/4 of an inch below normal, so we really need a good soaking.
I'm glad to hear that, but that 90 is already making my hair get bigger just from looking at it.
Same.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, when we come back, the series that keeps on giving, the newest film in the John Wick series that's in early production.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Moon Tunes returns to Riverside Park in La Crosse starting June 1st. The free concert series is brought to you by the Valley View Rotary. Concerts are held Thursday nights from 5:30 to 8 throughout the summer. June Dairy Days takes place at the Village Park in West Salem, June 2nd through the 4th. Food, fun, fireworks, family entertainment, music and parade, and much more to entertain the whole family.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Attention John Wick fans, a fifth movie is in early development. The announcement comes months after the smash hit John Wick Chapter 4 raked in $363 million across the globe. While several spin-off projects have been in the works, the latest film ended on a seemingly conclusive note for the Keanu Reeves character. But as for what really happened, it looks like we'll have to wait to find out.
Whoa. How'd you do that?
It's the minerals. Check this out.
Awesome!
Pixar has released the first clip from their new film Elemental. Fire and water meet and are transformed into the animated adventure as Ember and Wade try to make their unlikely relationship work. Elemental opens in theaters June 16th. And we'll have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back. And we'll have another look at tonight's forecast.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Terry here, and welcome to Stockman's in Osseo, where we're getting ready for spring. Our greenhouse is now open.
A large selection of beautiful flowers, vegetable plants, garden seeds, perennials, trees, shrubs, mulches, soils, and much more. Stockman features a large selection of grilling supplies, gas grills, and charcoal grills. Spring and summer apparel arriving daily. Grocery, produce, beer, wine, liquor, and so much more.
So come take the Stockman's tour in Osseo, where I'll be looking for you, even out here.
No matter your level of comfort with technology, our secure website allows for worry-free transactions. Whether at your computer or in the palm of your hand, our mobile app lets you manage your account on the go. For over 120 years, Union State Bank has provided our customers and community with quality financial services. We're here for you and welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
So many hotels.
Trouble booking the family vacay? Come on. Comfort does free hot breakfast for the whole fam. They have waffles. And splendid pools. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
Here's a look at your forecast for the next several hours. We'll see temperatures staying in the mid-70s by the 8 o'clock hour. Overnight low will be 58 degrees. Then tomorrow morning when you wake up, we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. The precip chances will stay gone throughout the most of the day, but starting tomorrow in the late afternoon, early evening hours, precip chances will start to pick up. Much needed precip chances at that.
Well, looking forward to it.
Agreed.
Thank you for watching News 8. We'll be right here at 6.